Everyone telling you to learn coding to work remotely is not wrong, but they're not telling you the full picture. There are people in India right now who are doing remote jobs, good paying ones, who have never written a single line of code. Most remote work content in India is aimed at software developers, data engineers, cloud architects. If you follow remote work accounts, your feed is probably full of that. This video is not that. There are hundreds of companies right now, US, UK, European, global, that are actively hiring non technical remote roles, customer support, writing, admin, social media, teaching, and a large number of them are open to candidates in India. The reason most Indian job seekers don't know this is not because these jobs don't exist, it's because nobody's showing them. So that's what this video is. I'm going through 5 job categories today. For each one, I'll tell you what the job actually involves, what the typical pay looks like, and whether Indian candidates can realistically get hired. Let's start. Copywriting is not the same as content writing. Content writing informs, copywriting sells. It is the words on a landing page that make someone buy, the email subject line that makes someone open, the ad headline that makes someone stop scrolling. Companies pay significantly more for copywriting than for general content because the output is directly tied to revenue. What does a copywriter actually do day to day? You write sales pages, email sequences, ad headlines, product descriptions built to convert, website copy, and sometimes video scripts. Every piece of copy has one job: get the reader to take specific action. The skills required: understanding of human psychology and what makes people take action, ability to write in different brand voices, and research ability. Most copywriters spend as much time researching the audience as they do in writing. No degree, no certification required to get hired. A portfolio of copy that converts is worth more than any qualification. Pay range is the highest of any writing category. Entry level copywriters on Upwork earn $15 to $25 per hour. Email sequence specialists, conversion copywriters, and direct response writers with a track record earn 50 to 100 and $150 per hour. The ceiling in this skill is genuinely one of the highest in all of remote work. Why will copywriting survive AI when content writing may not? Because copywriting is built on understanding human psychology, not just producing words. AI can generate words. It cannot reliably understand why a specific audience in a specific context responds to a specific emotional trigger. That judgment is the skill. And that skill has a market that is not going anywhere. To build a portfolio as a copywriter with no clients, pick 3 products or services you actually use and write a mock landing page for each. Write a 5 email welcome sequence for a fictional brand. Write 3 ad variations for the same product. Put all of it in a Notion page. That is your portfolio. It shows range and it shows you understand the craft. Virtual assistant is one of the most misunderstood remote job categories. Most people hear VA and think data entry or copy pasting. That is not what this is. A virtual assistant for an executive or a founder handles calendar management, email filtering, travel booking, research tasks, coordinating between teams, preparing documents, and sometimes social media scheduling. It's essentially an executive assistant role done remotely. The real requirement for VA work is not a specific tool, it's reliability and communication. Companies hire VAs they can trust to get things done without being chased. That is a personality and work ethic question, not a credential question. Tools you need to know: Google Workspace, Gmail, Google Calendar, Drive, Docs, Notion or Trello for task management, Slack for communication, Calendly for scheduling. All of these are free to learn and free to use. Pay for VA work. Entry level on platforms like Upwork starts at $8 to $12 an hour. As you specialize, real estate VA, operations VA, social media VA, rates go to $20 to $30. Some senior VAs working one-on-one with high-value founders earn $50 to $75 an hour on retainer. The time zone piece matters here more than in writing. Most VA roles need you available for at least 4 hours during the client's working day. If the client is an EST, That's 6:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. India time. Manageable. Check before applying. Customer support is the single largest category of remote jobs available globally. It is also the most overlooked by Indian job seekers who assume it means a call center. It does not. Remote customer support for international companies is mostly email and live chat. In many roles, there are no phone calls at all. You handle questions from customers, troubleshoot product issues, escalate complex problems, and keep satisfaction high. It's done over tools like Intercom, Zendesk, and Freshdesk. Most customer support listings at product companies say the company provides product training. This is significant. They're not hiring you for product knowledge, they're hiring for communication skills, patience, and reliability. They teach you the rest. Now, for the pay range, customer support at entry level for international companies typically pays $12 to $18 an hour. Senior support roles and customer success roles, which involve managing relationships rather than just solving tickets, go $25 to $40. The honest note about this category, it can feel repetitive. The same questions, different customers, every day. It's not for everyone, but for someone who wants a stable, predictable remote income while building skills in another direction, this is one of the most reliable entry points available. Social media management has the highest gap between how many people think they can do it and how many people can actually do it professionally. Most people use social media. Fewer people understand how to run it for a brand with measurable results. That gap is where the opportunity is. What a social media manager actually does: builds a content calendar, writes captions, schedules posts, monitors engagement and comments, runs basic analytics, and reports on what's working. The tools are Buffer, Hootsuite, Later for scheduling, Canva for graphics, native platform analytics for reporting. So, what are the skills required? Understanding of at least two platforms, ability to write in a brand voice, basic Canva skills, and reading analytics. No degree. This is a skills first role. The portfolio problem hits hardest in this category. Most entry level applicants don't have managed accounts to show. The workaround is straightforward: create a mock brand, a fictional cafe, a fictional clothing label, whatever interests you. Build 1 month of content for it. Create 15 sample posts in Canva. Schedule them on Buffer's free tier. Screenshot the analytics dashboard. That is your portfolio. You built it without a single paying client. Pay starts lower than writing or VA work, typically $6 to $10 an hour at entry level. But this category has one of the fastest rate ceilings once you specialize. Instagram specialist, LinkedIn B2B content, Pinterest for e-commerce. Pick one platform, go deep, and your rate goes up faster than in most other categories. Last category, possibly the most accessible of the five for people who have strong English communication but no specific professional background. Teaching English online, platforms like Cambly, Preply, VIP Kid, and italki hire tutors globally. Most do not require a teaching degree. Some require a basic TEFL or CELTA certification, which you can get online for under 5,000 rupees. Some require nothing except strong spoken English. Cambly is the lowest barrier. No degree, no experience. You work whenever you want. Paid per minute of teaching. Rates are around $6 to $7 an hour at entry level. Low. But the path in is as easy as it gets. Preply is different. You set your own hourly rate, build a profile, and students book you directly. Tutors with specialized offerings, business English, IELTS prep, accent coaching, earn significantly more. $40 to $60 an hour is achievable once you have reviews and a clear niche. One honest note: this requires patience. Students cancel. Some sessions are draining. It is not passive income. But for someone with good spoken English and the ability to explain things clearly, this is one of the most predictable sources of remote income available from India right now. Quick platform tour. I'm going to give you the 6 platforms worth knowing and what each one is best for. 30 seconds each. LinkedIn. Use 2 filters every time: remote and entry level, add date posted past week. Without these filters, you're scrolling through thousands of irrelevant results. With them, you see only what's actually available and actually accessible. Upwork, best for freelance and contract work. All five categories we've covered today are active on Upwork. Build your profile carefully. Your first 3 to 5 jobs are about reviews, not maximum pay. Take a lower rate on the first few jobs. Over deliver, get reviews, and then raise your rate. Remote.co and We Work Remotely. Both are curated job boards where every listing is verified remote. Remote.co has strong category filters. We Work Remotely has higher volume. Check both daily. Good listings move fast. Contra, newer platform. No commission taken from your earnings. Upwork takes up to 20%. Contra takes 0. Worth having a profile there, especially for writing and creative work. Deel's job board. Companies using Deel are already set up to hire globally and pay internationally. If a company is on Deel, the India banking and compliance question is already solved on their end. That's a structural advantage worth targeting. 6 platforms. Pick 2 to start, not 6. 2. Go deep on 2 before you spread yourself thin. I want to talk about what actually holds people back. Not the job market, not the companies, the stuff on your end. There are 4 of them. The first one is the portfolio problem. Almost every category we covered asks for samples of past work. Most freshers don't have any, so they don't apply. The solution is in this video. You can build a portfolio for any of these categories in just 1 week without a single paying client. The portfolio is not a gate, it's just a task you haven't done yet. The second one is the proposal problem. On platforms like Upwork, you submit proposals to get hired. Most people write terrible proposals. They list their skills. They say they're hardworking and end with, I look forward to hearing from you. That gets ignored. A good proposal reads the brief carefully, references something specific the client said, and shows in one sentence how you would solve their exact problem. I'm doing a dedicated video on this because it deserves more depth. The third one is the time zone concern. A lot of Indian candidates self-reject before applying because they assume companies won't hire them due to the time difference. This is partially valid for some roles and almost entirely irrelevant for others. Content writing, research, social media scheduling, async work with almost no time zone dependency. VA and support roles, a few hours of overlap, manageable. Check the listing. If time zone isn't mentioned as a requirement, it probably isn't one. Ask in the interview instead of assuming it's a deal breaker. The fourth one is the English confidence gap, not grammar, confidence. Most Indian professionals write perfectly functional English but hold themselves back because they compare themselves to native speakers. Most international companies hiring globally are not doing that comparison. They're not comparing you to other applicants. Your writing just has to be clear and professional. That is a learnable standard. It's not a birthright. 5 categories, 6 platforms, 4 things holding most people back. Everything covered today is findable right now. Pick one category from the list, not all 5, one. Go apply to 3 listings this week using what you've learned here. If there's a specific job category you want me to search and break down, drop it below. I'll do a dedicated video on it. Peace.